Yo, what's up, guys? Today we're going to be covering the Arsenal versus Leeds game that happened over the weekend. Now, from Manchester United to Leeds, obviously, very different opponents. Newly promoted Leeds going up against Arsenal here is a lot different of a game, and especially playing at the Emirates, felt like this was going to be a good game from Arsenal. Um, so of course, Arsenal get the first goal from a corner. Timber actually bags two today from a corner, and with Declan Rice's corners, they're inevitable. I think they're gonna break their record. I'm pretty sure their joint record is with City. Yeah, City and Chelsea. That's so they have a joint record, and they obviously set that record last season because the amount of set piece goals they scored last season was unreal. Um, oh, sorry, Manchester United and Chelsea. So 2012 and 13, Manchester United and Chelsea 16-17 season had 22 set piece goals, not including penalties. So I think Arsenal are going to blow this out of the water, man. I feel like they're just going to keep scoring set pieces every single game, and nobody can really do anything to stop it. So let's break down what happened today. Gyökeres gets his first goal, but I'm not going to lie. So there was a chance in, I think it was like the 15th minute around that time, where Gyökeres gets a pass from one of their pressured center backs, and he has time. He has so much time to take a touch and shoot. And because he's so hungry and chasing a goal, he does this weird pirouette shot, and it goes nowhere on target. And the commentators are talking about it, and you can tell he was begging for a goal. He took his goal really, really well today. Beats a defender on the left wing, goes down, gets into the box, cuts, and blasts it into the near post. And it looked really, really good from Gyökeres today. He obviously got the penalty as well that Declan Rice gave the ball to him and let him take. So there's a lot of positives to take away from this Arsenal game. Gyökeres finally got on the score sheet, and it was through open play, and he also got a penalty. So he's got 2 goals in 2 games now. Hopefully, this is a stepping stone or a building block that he can go on. So he's laid a solid foundation now. He can get this stuff out the way. I saw the little celebration that he did where he went to the camera and was doing the hair touches. So obviously he's seen the memes. Timber looked really good today. I think their defense in general looked pretty good. Obviously, they're not playing a super strong attack. They had Daniel James, Nanto, Pirro. I just don't think these guys are top tier in the Premier League. I think Leeds actually should have opened the goal scoring with a corner goal from Strauch. That David Raya he's such a good goalkeeper, man. What a great save he made in that game. Other than that, I don't really think they were tested too often. Ethan Wanyeri had to come on in place of Martin Odegaard, who got barged and fell on his shoulder really, really bad. So I haven't seen any news about that yet. I'm pretty sure it wasn't too serious, but just a precautionary sub off, especially if you're playing against a team like Leeds. You don't need to risk it. And then Saka, unfortunately, in the second half comes on, and obviously he was already on the pitch, sorry, has to come off due to a hamstring injury. And this, if you're an Arsenal fan, is not what you want to see, because you start to get PTSD from last season, and you don't want to see that. Now, you do have the depth to necessarily not need Saka. So it's like if he is hurt and it's not too serious, maybe sit him out until after the international break. You know, hopefully he doesn't go with England. The issue is with players like Saka, Mikel Arteta played him way too much last year. There were games where he was playing in the Champions League and they'd be up, or they'd be playing in the cup games. He doesn't need to be playing cup games. What are we doing? If you want to chase the league and not just trophy hunt, which I feel like Mikel Arteta is unfortunately doing, he needs to be a Premier League and UCL starter. That is it. There's no reason to be starting him in these cup games unless it's a semi-final or a final. There's no reason. You have Madueke, who actually played a really good game, I thought, today. Um, and yeah, you just got to see some impressive stuff today. I think when Wanyeri came on, he didn't look terrible. I don't think Odegaard looked too great before he came off either. So, oh, actually no, Odegaard looked decent. He looked decent. I haven't seen a really really good performance from Odegaard in quite some time now. So I'm waiting for him to get back on his bike and really figure it out. I don't know if it was last season. It looked like it wasn't clicking and him not having Saka, but he has Saka now. So it's like I don't know. And I really thought him and Gyökeres would figure out a nice 1-2 game, but it just doesn't seem like it's coming to fruition, at least right now. You know, it's still early in the season. Obviously, there's so much time left. I think Zubamendi looked really good today. There was a lot of times where this almost becomes a back three because Timber will play up, Cal Freer plays up, but Zubamendi will drop in, get a ball from Declan Rice, play it out to Saka, play it out to Odegaard, drop back in, and he almost just runs the game in this one position. And obviously having a strong midfield is super, super positive in the Premier League. I mean, we've seen with teams like, I just did the video on Manchester United, not having a strong midfield, it doesn't let this flow at all. It doesn't let this flow. It's almost like a block. You need that. So them having a really strong midfield of Declan Rice, Zubamendi, and Odegaard, and then in the future it was Wanyeri, looks really good. But hopefully Odegaard's not out too long. I'm praying that Saka's not out too long because I do love watching Saka play. So it's super unfortunate that his hamstrings are just cooked because he's been played and overplayed, in my opinion. But yeah, I think if anything, you don't want to look at this if you're an Arsenal fan as like yeah, they won 5-0, and it's like, for me, at what cost? You lost Saka, you lost Odegaard. Obviously, those weren't like preventable things, like it just accidental and it happened. But let's see what Arsenal's next upcoming fixtures are looking like. You got Liverpool next. And if you don't have Saka for that game, it's not a good look. I'm excited for this next fixture because I think this will really show how both of these teams have progressed. Obviously, they're gonna have Eze coming in, so I think if Odegaard's hurt, Eze comes in immediately and plays in the Odegaard role, or Odegaard comes back, he's healthy, he's fine. Madueke plays on the right, and you get Eze on the left. I think it's going to be a really interesting game. Now the question is, do you just throw Eze into the deep end against Liverpool? I'm just kidding. That's not even a question. Yes, he's Premier League proven. Throw the kid in. I think they're going to look really good against Liverpool. Now, Liverpool have a questionable defense. So this will be super exciting, but let's not get into that right now. Arsenal, I think they played a really good game. Don't get too excited. You know, you played against Leeds. I understand it's a 5-0 win, so enjoy the moment, but just bigger season ahead. Let's see if they're going to break this set piece goal record with 22 because these guys are set piece merchants. So, yeah, if you guys liked the video, go ahead and drop it a like, subscribe. Really appreciate it, guys. Peace.